everyone, welcome to your 10-minute Pilates flow workout. Today's workout, you need your mat and no other equipment. You can do amazing things with your body. We're going to target every single muscle in the body for these 10 minutes, so you're going to feel invigorated, alive, lengthened and strengthened at the end of the session. Have lots of fun. I've decided not to put any music on this video, so if you do have music that you like to work out to, make sure you pop that on in the background. Oh, and if you're new to me, my name's Sophie. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you're coming back for another time, hello again. Let's begin seated down on our mats. We want to have a bend in the knees and the feet are parallel, just as wide as your hips. Take in the hands and place the hands underneath the upper edge of the thigh, so they're just by the knee. The elbows are nice and wide, and I want you to feel an expansion in the upper back. As we take an inhale, find length in your spine, and then begin to exhale and roll yourself down the spine. Gently bring the hands down the thighs, the low back comes down, and the mid back comes down onto the mat. The head, neck, and shoulders stay hovering up the mat, and look towards your knees. The hands are still nice and light. You should be feeling this work into the center of the body. Hold for an inhale through the nose, and then exhale, roll yourself up and glide the hands back up the backs of the thighs and find that length in the body. Inhale at the top, and once again, exhale, begin to roll and peel yourself down. The hands are nice and light, the lower back, mid back come into contact, the head, neck, and shoulders stay lifted. Take an inhale and then exhale, roll yourself up. If you do need to use the backs of the arms and the legs to help bring yourself up, that's your option. Final one, breathing in, exhale, rolling down. This one we stay low at the bottom. So rather than coming back up, we keep that lower back pushed down and we bring the arms so the arms are floating at the sides of the thighs. Take an inhale. On the exhale, bring that right leg to tabletop position. So your knee is directly in line with the hip, and then the toes and ankle are in line with the knee. Hold for the inhale, and exhale, bring the left leg up into tabletop position. Your knees are still as wide as your hip. You should be feeling that heat in the body grow as we're feeling that work in the center increase. As we inhale, lower the right toes towards the floor, and exhale, lift them back up. Second side, inhale, lowering down, and exhale, lifting up. We're working slow and controlled through the movement, and our center, also known as our powerhouse, is what's driving and guiding the movement. If you're feeling you're holding any tension in your neck, rather than having the hands by the sides, take the hands, interlace them behind the head, and use the support of the hands really to cradle the weight of the head to avoid putting that tension on the neck. But if you are holding the hands, try to avoid sinking down. We still want to keep that nice high chest lift on the way up. So it's inhale down, exhale lift. We're taking 4 more. Breath in, exhale out. It's kind of like you've hit slow motion on your phone or on your video. So we're seeing how slow we can go. Making this next one our last one. And then we gently lower the head down, hug the knees in towards the chest. Take a brief rock from side to side. Lower the feet down onto the floor. The ankles, knees, and thighs stay glued together. The hands are down by the side. Breathe in. As you exhale, ripple and roll up your spine, coming through each vertebrae. At the top of your hip bridge, hugging the inner thighs nice and tight, making sure your rib cage is relaxed so we have the lengthened spine. Take an inhale and exhale, roll back down. 3 more. Inhale, prepare, and exhale, peel yourself off the mat. Inhale at the top, exhaling, rolling down. 2 to go. So again, I want you to kind of feel that control, lift, and peel. And the whole body should feel really nice as it has to peel away. I keep saying the word peel, but it's that kind of way that we can really describe that movement through the spine. Our next hip bridge, we hold all the way up. We bring all the weight into the left heel and extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. The toes are pointed. firing up through the front of the quad to keep that length in the leg. We draw small circles round with the right toes. Now, even though I'm saying circle with the toes, the circle actually comes from the thigh and hip. So I think of circling the thigh round in the hip joint, keeping the chest nice and open to avoid the shoulders lifting, and then reverse the direction. Now the work is in the left glute, left hamstring. Focus on keeping that right hip high, because very often the right hip will sink down. And then we hold up. If you feel you can, take the arms up away from the floor, rotate the palms in. This may feel too much. You may want to keep the arms down on the floor. We simply flex, point, lift, lower. Flex, point, lift, lower. Just 3 more. Trying to keep that right hip nice and high. 2. Good, your very last one. And then we bring the right foot all the way down to meet the left, rolling down your spine. Hands behind the head. Raise the head, neck, and shoulders away from the floor. Extend the left leg up towards the ceiling and bring the right leg to your tabletop position. We rotate so the right elbow comes towards the left knee. See if you can lift the chest even higher, work in the obliques. Lower the left leg down, keeping it as straight as you can, and bring it back up towards the ceiling. So with this rotation, rather than thinking of the elbow coming towards the knee, see if you can think about the shoulder coming towards the hip. We have 3 more, so it's going to be 6 reps total. Very often the left shoulder will want to sink down, so maintaining the height in the left shoulder. I know I'm like 5'3", but I'm imagining that I'm 6 foot and I have these long legs. That's our last one. Lower all the way down, glue the feet back together, bring the arms back down to the side. Nice inhale, exhale, roll into the hip bridge. We hold at the top. The weight comes into the right foot as we fully extend the left leg towards the ceiling, the toes pointed, and tiny circles round. And again, as we move, we focus on keeping stability in the pelvis and try to avoid the left hip dropping down towards the floor. So just super mini circles. And then we reverse the direction. Really trying to bring most of that weight into the right heel to fire up deep. I can just touch my bum into the glutes and hamstrings, but I can feel it. It's pretty contracted there. It feels good. Maybe see if you can lift the hips a tiny bit higher. 3, 2, 1. We hold up. We bring the arms up. Option to keep the arms down. Rotate the palms in. A flex, point, hip flips, and lower. Flex, point, lift, and lower the hips. 3 more reps. Really try to, again, find that strong flex and strong point. Last one, and we lower the foot, lower the hips all the way down. Hands behind the head, raise the head, neck, and shoulders. Extend the right leg towards the ceiling, point through the toe, fire through the quad. Bring the left leg to tabletop. Excuse me as I'll turn away as I rotate my left elbow towards my right knee, and then we lower the leg down and up. We then focus more on drawing the left shoulder towards the right hip, so we can deepen that contraction into the obliques. Keeping that right leg nice and long. We have 3 more. Seeing if you can lift that right shoulder blade a tiny bit higher up, away from the floor. Your final one is coming up. And release all the way down, knees in towards the chest. Rock and roll ourselves up, spinning yourself around so you're in your quadruped position, which is hands directly under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Tabletop position, tuck the toes under, hover the knees up away from the floor, lower the knees down to the mat. A mini lift and lower. The work is in the shoulders, is in the quads, and most importantly, in your core. A super light tap as we come down towards the floor. You can imagine you've got a glass of water, glass of wine, maybe a glass of coffee, or my favorite, an espresso martini. balanced on your lower back as we take these tiny lifts and lows. We're going to go 4 more, up and down, 3. Our push-ups are coming up next. Last 1, and then walk the knees a tiny bit further back. Walk the hands further forwards. The hands are as wide as the mat. Hinging forwards. 4 push-ups, very, very slow. Inhale, lower down. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, push. 3, 2, 1. Continue to look at the top end of the mat. And can you imagine still that cup of coffee balancing on your lower back to avoid the hips dropping and keeping that connection in your core? 1 final one. Inhale down. Big exhale as you press all the way away. Bring the hands under the shoulders and we gently lower all the way down onto the floor. Fully extend the legs. Bring the hands, left hand underneath the right hand. Forehead on the hands and the legs come as wide as the mat. Pulling the belly button up away from the floor. Raise the head, neck and shoulders. Raise the legs up away from the mat. Find even more length as we lower ourselves down. We lift up again and we hold the extension. If that feels good for your body today, hold in there. If you can increase the intensity, extend the arms out in front of you and the arms come to the top corners of the mat. Pull the shoulders away from the ears and we finish with a tiny swim. So fluttering through the shoulders, through the glutes for 4, 3, 2, and release all the way down. Bring the hands towards the chest, pushing yourself up. And that was your 10-minute Pilates flow. Thank you so much for joining me for that workout. As always, make sure to check out the other videos on my channel. Like, subscribe, find me at Sofie Jayne, all the links below to my social media, and I look forward to working out with you soon. Awesome job.